In this video, we will learn how to find critical values for means using StatCrunch. Now, if you recall last week, we had a very set number of values. The values didn't change. Every time you had a 90% confidence interval, the critical value was 1.645. Every time it was 95, it was 1.96. That is not the case this week because we are not using the normal model. Instead, we are using the t-model, and what we know about the t-model is that it changes based on the degrees of freedom. So we just let StatCrunch do all of that work for us. So notice here what the steps are going to look like. We're going to go to Stat, Calculators T, in between, just like we did last week, except last week was normal. We have to enter our degrees of freedom and the confidence level. So if our degrees of freedom were 19 and we're looking for a 90% confidence, I would click compute, and notice then it would find the two values. And of course, just like last week, I'm only looking for that positive value. So I'm going to have you try these on your own, so you can press pause and then try all three questions and press play to see how you did. Okay, so to do these problems, I'm going to go to Stat, Calculators T. Notice it brings up my little t-model. Here I'm going to enter whatever the degrees of freedom are, in this case 25. And I'm going to, whoops, don't forget to click between like I just did. Change this to 0.9, press enter. And so I should end up with 1.708. For my next, I have 12 degrees of freedom, and I'm looking for a 95% interval. So the critical value I'm using should be 2.179. And for the last, I'm looking at 29 degrees of freedom and 0.99. Very, very, very confident. And I should end up with 2.756.